What's up, everybody? It's Ahmed with A. Roberson Photo, A. Roberson Media, and I have a question for you. Do you notice something different in my videos? Take a look around real quick. Just let me know if you notice something. No, it's not me. It's not that sweet light back there. I already did a review on that. No, it's my overall lighting, which looks sweet. And why is that? It's not because of the GVM light that I just bought. This is not a review about a GVM light, the GVM 80, I think it is. It's not about that light because everybody's already done a review about that light. This review is about converting my Paul C. Buff softbox into a GVM mount, or what's the mount called? Bowens mount. That's what it is. Converted to a Bowens mount so I can use my Paul C. Buff, which uses a Balcar mount. This mount right here. Oh, there we go. Where am I? There I am. I'm in focus. This mount right here. This is the Paul C. Buff Balcar type mount, but I'm not using that. Well, it's metal, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna toss it. Yeah, toss it like I normally do. But anyway, I converted my Paul C. Buff softbox, my 30x40 softbox, into a Bowens mountable softbox to use with my GVM light, and I think it makes me look sweet. But let's go ahead and run the credits, and I'm gonna tell you why I did it. So why did I convert my Balcar mounted softbox into a Bowens mount? Especially when all I do is rant and rave about how much I love my Neewer NL660 lights, and I just got this diffused softbox with the grid on there, the octagonal softbox or whatever they want to call it. I like that softbox. It's really sweet. It's really good. It does everything I needed to do. That Neewer NL660 is still sweet. Everybody still loves them. But my only issue that I had with the NL660s is they just weren't powerful enough. I mean, yeah, it's 660 LED lights, and at full power, it's pretty bright, but in order to get that full blast of power that I need, I would have to use the yellow lights and the white lights combined, and that color temperature, I'm not gonna guess. It was pretty warm with that color temperature. It wasn't sitting at daylight with them mixed together. In order to get daylight with the NL660, I would have to use pretty much all the white beads, or a majority of the white beads with a little bit of yellow blended in. And the problem with that is it throws your white balance off a little bit. But with the GVM light, it is a daylight balance light at 5600 Kelvin. Set my white balance to 5600 Kelvin. And I'm not only using the GVM light, I'm using the Dasney lights. I know you've seen, well, if you've been here and you've seen my other reviews, I've used the Dasney light. I'm just using it for a light fill. I think I only have it at like 10 or 12%. Matter of fact, I'll just turn it off really quick. Where's that light? There we go. Yeah, it's a little off, give you a little bit of shadow on the side, but I don't know. I'm not too crazy about having that, what is it, that Rembrandt kind of lighting. So, bam, there I am. Fill myself back in. But anyway, the GVM light, it's a 80 watt light, and the NL660, what is a 40 watt or even a 60 watt light, but that's still 60 watts with both the white and the yellow combined. So if I only switch to the white lights just to get that proper daylight balance, I'm only using 30 watts rather. So 30 watts versus 80 watts, it's a pretty big difference. But that's not to say that this GVM light is super ridiculous bright, because actually I have it at full power right now. But the softbox is really big, and you know, I'll go ahead and put some footage of the softbox in there. So the light is diffused, really big and really soft, but it's covering me really big and really soft and making me look extra beautiful and extra perfect. Not to mention that I do have the grid on this box, so it's channeling the light on me. That way I can light my background back there and make it look extra sweet. But the purpose of this video isn't to bash the NL660s. I still love my Neewer NL660s, and I still use them all the time. I like my Dasney lights. I like this GVM light. Even though I bought it a while ago and it took me a while to open it, I finally unboxed it. But anyway, like I said, this is not a video about the GVM light. It's definitely not a video about bashing the NL660s, but what it is showing you how I took the Balcar mount off the Paul C. Buff softbox and converted it to a Bowens mount to mount the to mount the GVM light to rather, and that way I don't have to go ahead and purchase another octagonal softbox or another softbox. I've already had this softbox, so like me, if you already have a bunch of soft boxes around your home, in your studio, for photography, but you want to convert them over to videography lights, I mean, it's all the same material, same lighting, so you don't need a video softbox and a photography softbox. Lighting is lighting for the most part, and it's gonna function pretty much the same way. It has the silver inner lining, has the white diffusion panels, and it has grids, just like a octagonal softbox would be for video. The difference would be catch lights, but I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Maybe you like circular catch lights, maybe you like square catch lights. Me, I don't mind either. I mean, sometimes circular catch lights can look really weird if you use a ring light all the time and you're all close to the ring light and you got those circular rings in your eyes. It looks a little weird to me. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys some footage on how I did a quick conversion, and it's really quick and really cheap. I already had this softbox, so with the cost of the washers that you're going to need to make the conversion, at least with the Paul C. Buff softbox, the washers cost me like $1.25 at Lowe's. I mean, if you have some washers sitting around the house, even better, but I didn't, so I bought some at Lowe's for like $1.25. And then the Bowens mount, I want to say less than 20 bucks. I forget the actual price, but I'll go ahead and put it in the description. I'll put a screenshot up too, just to show you exactly what I paid for it at the time. But anyway, I'm just gonna roll this footage real quick and show you guys how I made the conversion, and I'm gonna show you how it looks mounted to the actual softbox and how sturdy it is and everything. And then we'll go ahead and end this video, and then hopefully you guys can take what I did, do it for yourself, save yourself some money, and make yourself look sweet like me. So I was gonna use my 43-inch Octabox from Paul C. Buff, but I figured I want to keep that for my photography. This here is my, I want to say 30 by 40 softbox, just a square, and I know the catch lights in my eyes when doing video with a square softbox won't be as nice as a Octabox, but like I said, I want to use my Octabox for my photography and use this for my videography. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and take it out of its carrying pouch. I do have a grid on it. Well, I'll open it up in a minute so you can see, but let me just put this here. I want to flip it over to show the Paul C. Buff mount. It's called a, well, let me get it closer. Well, I don't know if that's too close. We'll pull it further so you can see what the mount looks like. And it's just a mounting disc, mounting plate, metal, and it's held in place by these nuts here and small washers. Well, they make an aftermarket, what is it, the Paul C. Buff uses the Balcar mount, I believe that's what it's called, and for the COB light that I'm using, what is it, the GVM light, it uses a Bowens mount, and that's what I purchased here. Is a universal Bowens mount that will be able to attach this softbox to the GVM 80 watt light. And I'm going to be using, because the Balcar mount is a little bit wider than the Bowens mount. Let me see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it by me doing it like this, but well, let me pull it back again. But you can see the Balcar mount is a little bit wider, which is why I need to use washers. So I went to Lowe's, and I hope these are the right size. Well, let me just balance that there. Hope these are the right size. Let me get close enough for you guys to see. And I just bought some washers. So they could hold the mount in place securely. So what I'm gonna do, well, I don't know if I can do it by hand. Well, actually I can. Sweet. I'm just gonna take this apart by hand. I mean, it's a quick, super quick transition. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And like I said, the washers that are supplied with this are just a tad too small. Well, maybe they are, maybe they're not. Let's find out. But I've seen other people make videos like this, and they've all had to replace their washers because the supply washers were too short, too small. So here is the Balcar ring, just a ring disc, and here is the replacement Bowens. So let's see. Well, let's see here. Let me get under that washer, under that washer, under. Sorry for the fumbling. Try it again. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and let me get under that one, and 4. I don't know. I don't think I want to risk. Well, maybe. Nah, not gonna risk it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try these washers. Hope they're not too big, but we're about to find out, right? We are about to find out. Need 4 of them. 1, 2, or maybe just 2. We'll find out. Let's give it a shot. So let's see. I'm gonna take that off because I think the opening in these washers might be a little bit big. So I'm gonna take that smaller washer off. Fat finger's not working, so there we go. Take that, put that there, and then put that back on top. There we go. Now we're in business. So I'm gonna do that for all 4, just to be on the safe side. And the third on the back side here. You can't see it, but trust me, I'm doing it. Let's get in there. Come on. Let me get in there. There we go. That's the third. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I heard something drop. Yeah, I saw it. I see it. Hold on. Doing this in real time. Obviously, I didn't practice this beforehand because I'm sure you guys like to see it in real time. Like I like to do it in real time. So, there we go. Put that down and just gonna hand tighten these back on. There's one. I'll be sure to center it in just a second, but I just want to at least get it locked down enough in position to where it doesn't move anymore. Then we'll go ahead and put the washers in their right position so that we can be 100% certain that this is going to be locked down and in perfect position. Yeah, it's a little off-centered, and I don't think that has anything to do. Oh, I see why. It's this little guy right here in front. So once again, take this bad boy off. It's that one right down there. I hope you guys can see that. Zoom in on it. But let me get that bad boy up, or should I? Yeah, well. Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay, so I didn't have to move it, but put the big washer back on, the small washer, and these are made out of like felt material or like a type of spongy type softer material. But there we go. That's more centered. There we go. So let me tighten that down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it is. Whoa, that's not working. Well, yes it is. Well. Oh, that's good. That's the Balcar, the mount itself. I think this is actually the Balcar mount piece. At least I think, but I'm no expert in that. But the mount itself, the Bowens, well, it's moving a little bit, but that's okay because once it's mounted on my light, it's not like I'm gonna be dancing with this light or doing any special tricks, right? Just gonna have it in place, set it up. Yeah, there we go. Good to go. So now I get my light and should be able to mount on there perfectly. So, yep, good to go. Hold that thought. I'll go ahead and get my light mounted so you can see exactly how it's gonna look with the new universal Bowens mount attached to a Paul C. Buff 30 by 40 square softbox with the grid. But there we go. Okay, so I have my GVM light here, and this is like I said before, this is not a video about the GVM light because there are tons of videos about the GVM 80 watt light, but it is more about converting my Paul C. Buff softbox over to a Bowens mount for this GVM light. Just want to point out a couple of things that you've probably already seen in other videos, that even with the factory mount, it is a little loose. So I'm just pointing that out to compare how that's going to work. I haven't tried this before recording, so we're going to see how this works in real time. But I'm going to hit the release and take it off. Okay, that's the factory Bowens mount. And I'm just going to set that aside here. And we're going to take this Paul C. Buff light with this Bowens adapter, and we're about to find out if this thing works or not. So here we go. It works. It's locked in position. It's holding up good. Let me just hold it in this position as if it were on a tripod. I just want to see. Yeah, it can hold the weight. Well, it looks funky because I don't have the softbox open, but let me go ahead and release this and open the softbox and do it the right way, so this doesn't end up in one of my blooper videos. So hold on, let me go ahead and open this up. Matter of fact, you already saw that it mounted here. I'm going to go ahead and change my position altogether, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's mounted on my tripod, ready to go. And there it is, you guys, just like that. Even with me fumbling around, I mean, I know if you watch my other videos, you know I like to do my unboxings, modifications, reviews, whatever I like to do it in real time, because I want my video, I want my unboxing experience to transmit through this video, so you can see I'm doing it for real. Yeah, I have a lot of photography experience, but that doesn't make me an expert on equipment. I might be a photography expert. Yeah, just feeling myself playing around a little bit, but I might be good at photography itself, but the equipment, it changes, you know, as we go. So I learn it as we go, and I like to do it in real time. But anyway, you saw it was a pretty simple transaction for me to do. It just unscrew a couple of washers that you can hand tighten, put the or nuts that you can hand tighten, put the washers in place, retighten it, mount it in position, set it up, good to go. So anyway, this is Ahmed with A. Roberson Photo, A. Roberson Media, and if you're a follower of me, and you like what I do here, I implore you guys to check out my new channel, I Really Can Cook. Yes, I cook. I'm not a chef, just your everyday average cook, and I just show you how I take whatever I have around the house and make it sweet. It might be tacos, it might be burritos, it might be stir-fried cheeseburgers, whatever. But it's different because of the way I do it, and I invite you to go to my other channel, check it out, and see if you like it. Maybe you'll learn something there too, or maybe not, but I think you will, and I think you'll like what I have to offer. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video at A. Roberson Photo, and hopefully see you in the new videos and over on I Really Can Cook.